morning, everybody. It is December 19th and welcome to, no, it's not. It's December 20th. Welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas. How are you? It's Monday. It's about 10 o'clock. I've got laundry started. I've got dishes done. I've got the bed made. I think that's about it for today so far. Oh, I took the dog out, not for a long walk, but just kind of to let him out for a little bit. So I hope you're well. Hi, I'm Kay. Welcome to Feed Sisters. I have some Advent stuff to open. I need to tell you about a little bit of project progress, and then I will, I don't know, show you how I wash my hand-knit socks, if you care. You can always skip over that part. All right, let's start opening some stuff. 20, y'all, only 4 more days after this. What's in here? Ooh, Awake Black Tea, Ted Noir, I think. And what else? Ooh, fun. A Dove chocolate and a sparkly pink and green. I feel like I should know what this is from, and I absolutely do not remember. It's pretty. If I remember, I'll tell you. What next? Oh, let's do fiber. I am caught up on my spinning. I took like, oh, I left my scissors over there. I'll grab them. Hang on. Okay. I'm caught up on my spinning. I spent about probably an hour and a half last night, and I just caught up on everything else. I finished, I'm trying to get 8 days on each of 3 bobbins, and I switched to a new bobbin last night. Okay, let's see what's in this one. I'll show you my progress in a minute. So crinkly. Oh golly, that is a beautiful, we had a purple the other day, but this one is more, I feel like it's more red, but that's like pencil roving. So this is super thin. It's the same, I'm pretty sure it's the same by weight. I think each one is about 10 grams, but that is done as pencil roving, just meaning it's super thin. I'm saying roving. I'm not sure that it's actually roving. It's a process. It depends on how it's processed. But yeah, that actually would be a dream to spin. That's just a gorgeous purple. Like I said, I think this is more of a violet purple. And the other one was a little more brown. Let's see. Well, I'll show you progress in a little bit. Let's get on with the stuff. Okay, how about dandelion chocolate today? And there is diagram on the back. Which way to go? Maybe like that. I think. Let's see what it says. I glanced over it a while ago. December 20th, a cappella. At nightfall, look northeast for bright star Capella, part of constellation Auriga, A-U-R-I-G-A, Auriga, the charioteer. Capella is said to represent a female goat being carried by the charioteer, while 2 closely positioned fainter stars, 5 degrees south of Capella, represent a pair of baby goats, or the kids. The imagery of a family of goats being driven in a chariot is likely the result of various interpretations combined over time. Bedouin astronomers imagined Auriga as a whole herd of goats, a notion which may have become mixed with the Greek characterization of a charioteer. Although Capella looks like a single bright object to the unaided eye, it is actually 2 pairs of binary stars gravitationally bound together, and the grouping is considered the 5th brightest object in the night sky. It's been so interesting to me to read these things. The design of this Advent calendar has really impressed me at pretty much every stage. I just knew I wanted a chocolate one, and they really impressed me. Okay, pistachio I have no idea. Geese? Can you see it? It's not wanting to focus. Come on. Anyway. Croucher handcrafted chocolate. Oh, and there's more than one in there, so that's awesome for me and for Jaden. There we go. Hey, that worked out nicely. Well, that one doesn't want to come out. There we go. So pistachios. I'll have to check because with Janie's braces, she has to be really careful about eating nuts so that they don't cause any damage. All right. Oh, how cute. Look at that little Christmas tree on there. This is PK yarn. And look, can you see? It's like a raised Christmas tree thing. Kind of hard to see. But yeah. Cute, cute, cute. All right, let's see what's in here. I don't hear anything rattling around, but we'll see. PK yarn. Okay, I'll open this so you can see it. Yeah, nothing hiding in there today. Marzipan. Look at these beautiful pastels. Can you see? How pretty. That's really pretty. And again, it's PK yarn. I really, really like that. I can kind of roll it so you can see a little more. I love that one. That's pretty good representation. It's a sunny day, at least it's sunny-ish. So I think it's gonna be, the lighting looks a little bit better. Okay, I did not make any additional progress on my Madvent shawl, but I did correct the error, and it took me a while. I thought the error was just like 2 rows back. It was actually probably 6 rows back. So I ended up, if this marks where I was with the needle going through, I took the other end of the, 32 inch or whatever, and picked up the stitches below that and ripped out where I thought the error was. And I got to looking and I thought, that's not gonna fix it. So then I tinked back 1 stitch at a time, 2 or maybe 4 more rows, almost back to the beginning of that color. But what I did last night was, once I got it back on track, I then knitted back to where I was before, which in the pattern is I think row 10 of 22. So I'm back to where I was, and at least the error is fixed and I'm ready to go on. But I was getting a little tired because it was late and I was afraid I would make a mistake again. So I quit while I was ahead. But what I did do is finish my second bobbin of Bad Habit wool. So was it 6 of them? I just sat here and spun and watched Vlogmas. I watched Rachel it's a sewing one. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, if I check, I'll pop in the title of it, but she does sewing, lots of garment sewing, which is kind of interesting to me. And who else? I watched, is it Giddy Knits? I think she is a British dyer. And who else? Oh, Lockbriar. That's the other one. I caught up on Lockbriar Knits, and she just makes me smile every time. So yeah, I got a good bit of spending time in and some Vlogmas watching. I'm not caught up on all of them, but it was nice to just kind of jump in wherever. I think that's one of the fun things about most Vlogmases. You can jump in the middle and it's fine. Okay, I will show you my spinning. I think, can't see it super close, but I'm not gonna give you vertigo by shifting the camera right now. But that's that bright lemony yellow. There's something in the air. I was sneezing this morning and now my voice is going a little bit. And this is that kind of almost, leans toward purple brown. It doesn't really show up that way here, but it's kind of a pink, maybe more of a pink brown, but it's kind of barber poling because there's different tones within the wool. So some of it is, the dye is a little lighter, some areas it's darker, and so when you spin it, it barber poles a little bit. So yeah, that one's gonna be really fun. And then I have this gorgeous purple to add today. Because this, if you're not a spinner, this thin fiber prep will actually make it faster. What I normally do, and this is just personal preference, but what I normally do is with the other, which is typically probably about like that, roughly, I will split it, kind of like string cheese, pull it apart, into 4. And it gives me something that's roughly this thickness. And then I usually do a little bit of pre-drafting, which I'm doing right now. I'm just going along and pulling, I'm tugging on it a little bit, and the fiber slides apart just a little bit. And it just kind of gives me a chance to check out the fiber, see if there's any rough spots, any places, when I say rough spots, places where it's gonna not draft as easily. You can, like right here, that was a little bit harder to pull. And what that does is make the spinning a little smoother. You certainly can do this as you spin. You don't have to do it ahead of time, but I find that I enjoy spinning a little bit more if I do this first. It makes it a little smoother for me. And it just also gives me a chance to get my hands on every section of the fiber, so I can see if there's any little VM, vegetable matter, just like bits of hay and stuff in there. I can pull that out. This has almost none. I think I saw one little tiny piece, but I'm rarely bothered by that. It tells me that this was from a real sheep that lived outside. So yeah, I don't actually mind a little bit. This has been very clean though. I've only found 1 or 2 bits of stuff in it, which is pretty remarkable given how much fiber it is. So I'm almost done with this one, and it's just sliding beautifully. Just slides apart just a little bit. You can look close. I'm giving it a little tug. It looks like it's stretching, but it's just the fibers sliding apart slightly. Okay, so this is ready to spin, and I hopefully will get to that. This is what I'm doing. Hopefully I will get to that today, and I will be all set for tomorrow. I would love to be able to get the spinning done more or less on time, and then be able to ply it and get it ready to knit into something in January, maybe? We'll see. I'm also still cautiously optimistic that I will be done with the Madvent by New Year's. So I've got a few days to catch up on with the knitting the edge, the part that I'm doing now, and then I will pick up stitches along the side to knit the body. I don't think the body is going to take very long. The longest part is where you pick up all the stitches, and then it shapes it by gradually decreasing, so it should at least feel like it's going faster and faster as I knit. Okay, everybody, I hope that you are having a really good day and that the weather is exactly what you want today. I have laundry to do, as I said, and my daughter has a writing lesson about a half hour to 40 minutes away from here this afternoon, and that's the only place I need to go today. I think I said a week ago my clothesline broke. So it was 2 boards, one attached to a pole in the ground, the other attached to a tree. And they've been there for years. And one of the boards, so it had clothesline attached to both ends, and it just snapped in the middle. So my son is actually home for most of this week. He lives at home, but he's going to college. He finished his semester about 10 days ago. And he was kind of busy last week, but he was telling me today, he said, you know, I'm gonna look around and see if I can fix it. He's gonna just get some scrap wood from here, and fingers crossed he will get that done. That would be awesome. And if he doesn't, I'm no worse off than I am now. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a workable clothesline before the end of the day. Okay, everybody, once again, I will chat with you later, and I'll try to remember to take you along when we go to her riding lesson, get a picture or two or video or two of her riding. This is her dressage day. And then we'll probably stop by the library. I don't know that I'll get video edited and ready before that, but if I do, then I can upload from there. All right, everybody, take care. So hi everybody, I am on my driveway. I've just run several laps of the driveway. Each lap of our driveway is a kilometer, so like a little over 6/10 of a mile. So on the rare occasions that I do 5, I know I've done a 5K, more or less. That hasn't happened in a while. I usually do 3 and maybe walk a 4th with Bentley. I think this is lap 4 for me. Just walking right now, obviously, but we'll see if I can do a little bit more running. I might. And then I'm gonna go get Bentley and take him for a walk. I need to go back to the house and check on laundry. And what else? Oh, I have to leave this afternoon with Janie to go to her dressage lesson. So, but that's kind of fun. We go to the library together usually, and it's fun to watch her ride. So that's the plan for this afternoon. I loved walking on my driveway. I really do. I love it out here. My husband and son, and actually one son-in-law, cleared some other paths on the property Thanksgiving week. So I probably need to go that way. That way is fine for walking, for hiking. I've tried running it, but it's just a little too rough. And I'm a little too old to risk falling in the middle of the woods and tripping over stuff out there. So I'm sticking to this. This was actually worked on just in the last month and a half. We had a guy come out and do a fair amount of work on the driveway. You wouldn't know it looking at it. He did a great job keeping it looking very natural, but there was actually a lot of work that went into making it look like this and be relatively smooth. Sadly, that guy's retiring from doing that kind of work, and I'm really sad because he's so good at it. It's kind of like me these days. Natural beauty takes a lot more time and money. So the natural beauty of this driveway actually requires quite a bit of skill and equipment and loads of dirt and stuff brought in. But it looks great and it's working well, so I'm still kind of breathing hard. It's just so quiet right now. Goats were making weird noises a few minutes ago. I don't know what's going on. We got a couple of girls, not sure how many, that are getting pretty close to having babies. I don't know if that's what it was. I think it was actually probably more like a couple of them headbutting each other. The girls and the guys will do it. They just kind of lower their head and slam into each other. Goats are weird. All right, y'all. I will try to get a little bit of footage walking Bentley, and I will chat with you later when I've caught my breath. Bad throw. Sit, wait. Good boy.
She kind of took that step like she was going to take it and then quit. But if you do really good to keep your right back up, getting her forward again, very nice. So start working it in a little bit.
That's a yes. Dance, puppy. Dance, puppy. Boy. Yeah. Good boy. Shake. 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 Good boy, go ahead. Go back, doing it for the song.